Hurricane Melissa is getting a whole lot of attention from around the world as it has now made landfall in Jamaica. Absolutely incredible images over the last couple of days as this storm has rapidly intensified to that impressive Category 5 status. Now, when we look at the numbers, it gets even more impressive. Melissa, early Tuesday morning, actually tied the Labor Day storm of 1935 with the lowest pressure in the Atlantic Basin on record. Now, as those stats continue, we can add in the wind. It actually got up to 300 kilometers per hour just before landfall. That also getting near the top spot. Now, Allen did have a higher speed, but that wasn't at landfall. When we look at landfall, yes, dropped down to 295. When we put that into perspective, that's actually tied for top spot, and we can actually put this in the same category as Dorian and the Labor Day storm. Those are the two we're tied with in terms of the strongest wind at landfall and the lowest pressure at landfall. These are the 5 most impressive storms on record. Allen did reach Category 5 status 3 separate times as it trekked across the Caribbean. Now, this was just before landfall. You see that pressure, it did pick up about over 10 kilometers per hour in about the 6 hours before it made landfall. Now, you can see there's not much space between Jamaica and Cuba, but that could be enough to maintain the strength as it gets towards Cuba. We'll look at that in a second. First, Melissa, this is the first Category 5 to make landfall on a record in Jamaica. We've had some impressive ones in the past, not overly recent. Gilbert, 1988 is the most recent major hurricane to make landfall. Now off to Cuba, could be a Category 4 or 3, still a major hurricane, but with it moving faster, the flooding won't be as major of a concern. You aren't getting multiple days of resulting in maybe over 1,000 millimeters of rain in parts of Jamaica. Then off to those completely different structured islands, Turks and Caicos and the Bahamas, just flat, basically sandbars, not looking at that elevation to absorb and deflect the wind and take out that moisture. And then we will still have to keep an eye on Bermuda. Yes, Bermuda is the one part of the Atlantic Basin that hasn't avoided all the storms so far this season. Now, we do have a quick before and after. The flat bridge, this is in the interior of Jamaica. This is before from Google, and now look at the river after. This is even before landfall, so this is after about a few hundred millimeters of rain. Conditions, unfortunately, are only going to be worsening for the next day or so.